Today, I, an online investigator, want to discuss the deep-rooted social problems in Laos that most of the population, perhaps 90%, are unaware of. These crises are currently happening within their own country. The issues I am about to discuss are warning signs that Laos is unknowingly losing its most important assets, little by little. First, let's understand what wealth drain means. Wealth drain here doesn't just refer to money flowing out of the country, but also includes natural resources like valuable timber, minerals, and even electricity being sold to foreign countries at prices far below their true value. When these resources are exported without sufficient benefit to the public, what's left behind is an increasingly difficult life for the people. The term wealth drain also encompasses the Laotian government's foreign debt, which is not generating any new profits. To manage this debt, the government extracts taxes from its people by raising prices on goods and energy. These measures further lead to economic recession as the cost of living increases and the burden on citizens becomes heavier. This wealth drain also includes the spending habits of wealthy Laotians who come to Thailand to spend their money, to watch movies, shop at malls, or go to clubs. Some children of the elites even stay for months at a time, and many have bought condominiums in Thailand. This happens because the products available in Laos do not meet the demands of those with purchasing power. Even middle-class Laotians often choose to drive across the border to buy consumer goods in Thailand, believing the prices are lower. This causes Laotian currency to leak out of the country. Next is brain drain. This refers to talented, knowledgeable, and highly skilled people choosing to work or live abroad because they see better opportunities, higher incomes, and more open systems. When these people leave, the country loses its driving force, creativity, and, most importantly, the next generation of leaders needed for development. Imagine this. When gifted students graduate, they fly abroad to work, leaving the country with people who may not have had the same opportunities. As a result, the development process slows down. Eventually, those who are educated and skilled but whose potential is not fully utilized within the country will migrate to other nations, primarily those with stable economies and broad opportunities like the United States, Canada, France, Switzerland, and Australia. They often settle there because of existing Laotian communities, including relatives or friends who emigrated during the political changes in Laos, which makes it easier to get established abroad. There are also many young Laotians who study and graduate in Thailand, with some starting families and settling there permanently, without ever returning to Laos. This is because they see greater family growth opportunities in Thailand and face tough business competition from foreigners who dominate the Laotian economy. Consequently, many native Laotians do not return to their homeland to build their lives. Furthermore, there is a large number of young, visionary, and capable entrepreneurs with business strategies and online marketing ideas that can generate immense income. A good example is Mr. Win William, a successful online seller who has become a leading Laotian millionaire with investment bases in Thailand. He is considered one of the top earners in Thailand, yet he chose to build his wealth and profit in Thailand instead of his home country. Based on current trends, he may never go back to do business in Laos. The reason is that capital and assets, when in the wrong place, system, or country, cannot be fully leveraged. Doing business in Laos can involve many limitations, such as complex regulations or a consumer market with low purchasing power. These factors lead talented people who want to succeed to move to more suitable environments to reach their full potential. Thus, brain drain is not just a loss of personnel, but also a tremendous loss of economic opportunity for the country. If these talented people chose to build their businesses in Laos, the money, profits, and jobs would all circulate within the country. But when they do business abroad, all the benefits go to that country instead. The labor drain problem is another factor eroding Laos's future. The main cause is the domestic economic situation, which cannot provide stable opportunities for workers. The rising cost of living, Insufficient wages and a lack of jobs that can accommodate the entire workforce push many laborers to emigrate. They choose to become foreign workers in countries with higher wages, such as Thailand, South Korea, or Japan. Some work abroad temporarily, but many settle down, start families, and never return to Laos. As a result, Laos faces the risk of a future shortage of young workers. As the working-age population declines, domestic businesses and manufacturing are directly affected. Even more concerning is that as the working-age population leaves in large numbers, foreign investors in Laos often bring their own laborers, leading to foreign workers increasingly replacing Laotian workers. What Laos loses along with its laborers is its productive capacity and the ability to develop its country from within. If this situation continues without creating stable, well-paying jobs domestically, the labor drain problem will worsen, making the country more dependent on foreign workers. Another issue is that many people working abroad for higher wages, despite the hard work and separation from family, create a two-sided problem. On one hand, families in Laos receive remittances, which is a short-term benefit. On the other hand, the country loses its main workforce, causing a labor shortage and preventing domestic businesses from growing to their full potential. When all three problems, wealth drain, brain drain, and labor drain, are combined, the result is that Laos is gradually losing the fundamental foundations for development. Its resources are depleted, its talented people flee to develop other places, and its workforce is pulled abroad, leaving behind a weak economic structure and an unstable future for the nation and its descendants. Some might say this is normal, as many countries face this problem. For example, some Thai people also go to work in South Korea, Japan, and Israel. However, the difference is that Thailand still has a sufficient and qualified workforce to build its domestic economy, and the number of Thais who leak abroad is still very small. Thailand also offers relatively high wages, benefits, and bonuses from its industries. It has labor protection laws, and upon retirement, employees receive a lump sum that they can use to start a new life. Another key difference is that if the Laotian government does not have a serious policy or plan to address these issues, this problem will become a long-term trap, preventing the country from standing on its own feet. A simple example: if Laos continues to sell its resources cheaply, allowing foreign companies to extract and take them away without adding value in the country, and if Laotian resources are sold as mere soil and rock, eventually, Laos will be left with only useless land. What will be left for the next generation? Another important issue is creating opportunities within the country. If Laos can create a better environment for work, business, and living, talented people might choose to stay and develop their country, instead of going abroad. The public also needs to realize that developing the country is not the sole responsibility of the government. Everyone can play a part. In the private sector, whether by supporting domestically produced goods, promoting education for the younger generation, or utilizing human resources wisely by developing more skilled personnel. Even if it's a small part, if everyone helps, it can reduce the drain of wealth, brains, and labor. Ultimately, however, it is the country's leaders who must initiate and plan these changes. Today, this online investigator's report ends here. Goodbye.